all of you guys have been wanting to know, everything you've been wanting to see, it's here. It's here to some extent, and we're excited to share all of it with you. So, I think first and foremost, we want to know that we've seen some things that have been going on, guys, where overall, especially with the last tournament was amazing. We're appreciative. But we know that the distribution of tournament animal skins and contracts, there's been a couple issues with that. So this was initially scheduled for yesterday. We encountered some technical issues. And so rest assured, no matter what, these will be resolved by the end of this week. Regardless, we'll make sure you guys all get everything you want from the tournament. So don't be alarmed. If you haven't got your prizes you won in the tournament, you will get them. You will get them. We've tracked everything. We got tickets. We got everything under the sun. We got you guys. We even have the in-game data. Like we got your backs. You're good. Trust. You're good. And we understand if some people have been upset. That's okay. I totally get it. We got your backs. We're going to make sure you get them, and they're good to go. Okay. Now, to dive into something very exciting. We have an update, Vadim. We have an update on the pretest for our new build. All right? We have an update. So, why don't you just take it away, Vadim, and talk about a little bit of, what we can really expect in this pretest coming soon for the new build.
Okay. Yeah, that's a really great question, and I'm happy to talk about this. So first, I want to set proper expectations about this update and this pre-test. It's gonna be like a sort of a closed test. That's why we have this Google form. So please apply through this Google form. We're gonna select the most active community members to test this update because it's gonna be rough, and it's probably gonna be rough because it's like a huge update. So I'm just gonna list only a few things that are coming into this update. So first of all, it's gonna be a whole new map, like completely different new map, very different from what you've been playing for almost like a year and a half right now. So another thing is huge update from the technical side. We transition into the dedicated server infrastructure, which comes with a lot of benefits, but also it can have some issues. So that's why we want to test this, and we kind of want to have a large-scale test to stress test our servers. So we're gonna pick quite a few players to test this update. Another thing is, I very much hope that we'll be able to ship you the native MetaQuest version of our game. So basically, for those of you guys who have VR, you will be able to play the game like directly from the MetaQuest. Just install and play the game. So we've been testing this thing for a long time. We did a lot of optimizations. So we did this new map, keeping in mind all the limitations and really pushing all the optimizations that we can make, but at the same time trying to maintain the visual style, the fun, and maintain all the mechanics. So you might feel a little different in VR with this update because, again, as I mentioned, we transitioned to a whole new infrastructure system. So everything right now will be calculated on the server, and that is a must for a competitive game. So again, this thing is also really important for us. So there's going to be a new UI update in this build, but you're not gonna see any of those major progression and economy features as of now. It's coming. It's coming a bit after this initial update, and the goal for this test is to test the core gameplay, how it feels, what kind of problems we might encounter, and so on and so forth. So basically, it's gonna feel like a very different, not a very different game, but like a very different map. It's gonna feel a little different. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention: there's gonna be a PC boss mode. Yep. So you will be able to play as a boss from the desktop. So that's a short list of changes, and obviously, it would take a lot of time to list all the changes there. So you just have to wait and see.
Wow. Incredible. And folks, just so everyone knows too, because I know you guys are already asking questions, like what's happening with the old map. Wait, what's going on? This is super awesome. This is exciting. This build is just for like the pre-test, guys. Like this isn't like it's the game, it's the actual game, but it's not the actual game. Does that make sense? Like it's a test build. It's a test build of the game. So, we're not doing anything, to change the overall gameplay experience that we have right now in a negative way, but we're just giving the opportunities for you guys to test stuff rather than us putting out this massive update, there being bugs galore and everyone freaking out, not knowing what the heck is going on. And we also do have, really, really exciting thing, to share with you guys too. So as you guys know, we have an amazing community, right? Like we love you guys so much. We appreciate you guys so much. And so we've capped this play test, or this build pre-test, I must say, to 100 players. Now, something you need to know. If you are an extremely active member of the community, you've been in boss fighters for a long time, man. You come to all these town halls, you're active in the Discord, you play the game, you're a ride or die. You're going to get in the pre-test. But one thing I do want to tell you guys is that if you are an active community member and you're in the Alchemist, so the Alchemist Guild run by Merlin the Alchemist, you're going to be guaranteed in this pre-test, okay? That's something that, we want to do for the Alchemist. We appreciate them so much. We love their guild, everything they're doing. But so the Alchemists are going to get first dibs, of course, into the build pre-test for this. So, and obviously, like, that doesn't mean, like, okay, someone joins, the day before the pre-test into the Alchemist and they've never played the game or active in the game. Like, we're not going to let them in, just to be honest, because, like, let's say someone who's been here forever that's not an Alchemist, we want to keep it fair and exciting. But, to the active Alchemist community members, we're going to hook you guys up, okay? We got you guys, all right? So you guys are going to get basically first dibs. There's going to be, obviously, some embargo stuff, so, like, we don't want you guys, like, obviously, like, tweeting out, like, the build and stuff like that, and sharing it publicly, only because, so many things can change with the build, and we just don't want there to be a negative connotation with, what we're releasing and all that stuff, too. So, super awesome stuff, super exciting. We need you guys to get excited about that, man. Yep, we love you. We love you all. We love you all, chat. We love you all, community members. You guys are the goats. We appreciate you all. So if you guys have not yet filled out that form, I put it in the chat. I'll put it again right here. Fill out that form. First come, first serve in the sense of active community members. And then obviously, yeah, like Vadim said, Native Quest, man. Native Quest. It's coming. We told y'all it's coming. It's finally coming. I know Shade is probably crying, tears of joy. He does the engagement on the TikTok account. He has to answer probably about 200 to 500, comments per week asking about Native Quest. So that's super exciting. Brand new map. You guys get to see it. You guys will be able to get to see it first, what to expect in this map, as well as so many other awesome things, that we've had. And then the PC boss mode, man. That's right. The PC boss mode. Going to be exciting. Going to be super fun. It's going to be one hell of a good time. So we're pumped. We're amped up about it. It's incredible. Alex, anything you want to add on this test build in terms of like development, what was the aim behind the development for this?
Well, this is exactly what Vadim already said. We're going to move to a dedicated server, and it's the most important part of all this change, and it's one of the most important parts that we want to test to make sure that servers are stable, they work in the way we planned, they properly collect and process data from matches and all that stuff. So I would say this is priority number one. And second, obviously, to see how it goes with native app, how it works. And last but not least is PC boss. So 3 main priorities, then everything else.
Man, folks, man, oh man, oh man. It's a good time to be in the Boss Fighters community, folks. It's a damn good time. Damn good time. So, the next thing on our agenda. Sorry, I had to drink some water right there. The next thing on our agenda is, we all know, the moderator applications. The moderator. Okay, I took a sip of my water and I took a bite of a protein bar. I have not eaten today, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm human. I got to get something in me, or I'm gonna die. You can't play boss fighters on an empty stomach, and I can't take care of this community on an empty stomach. So I'm trying my best here, folks. Work with me, baby. Work with me. Fruit, you got good ears. So, everyone wants to be a moderator for boss fighters. There's a lot of big stuff going on with this, right? You're going to be compensated financially, for being a moderator. There's going to be rewards in terms of assets for being a moderator. And everyone's wondering, will they be the moderator? Will they be the people that are selected? And so I want, Vadim, I think it would sound really good coming from you. Then obviously I'll dive in, what to expect from a really good moderator, what the expectations are, kind of our selection process. But I would love for you to really talk about how, this is such a big deal for you, and our whole team as a whole, is because basically we're inviting and promoting members of our community, directly into pretty much the internal team of Boss Fighters as a whole. So just, share your thoughts, share your feelings, how excited you are about this. And then I'll dive in deep on, kind of the expectations of it.
Oh, yeah. So, as you might have noticed, we've seen quite a substantial growth in our Discord. And with the next topic that we're going to discuss, the X engagements, X Twitter, we're going to see probably a lot more people join our community. Since we have in our pipeline this PC boss mode, we have a plan of releases for this year. There's going to be a lot more people in this community, and we want these people. We want all the players. We welcome players in our community. So that basically means the workload on our existing moderator staff greatly increased in the last couple of weeks, and we need to do something about this. So because we are the team, we are the team. We really care about our team members. That's why we need more moderators. And yeah, I think I'm a guy who makes these decisions, and I look at the data, I see okay, we have so many people. Alice reports back to me and says we have super high workload on our moderators. We need to do something about it. Okay, so let's run a campaign to hire more moderators. And as you said, you're basically going to be invited. The people who will be accepted as moderators will be invited in the internal team. You will get access to some of the early information about the project and the releases, the announcements, the news. So you will get access to the information about what we're doing and what kind of things to expect. So you are kind of equipped to deal with the request from the community. And for me, it's really the really cool part of this. I really want to invite people from the community, and I know a lot of people we hear for almost 2 years right now, and it would be great to have these people closer to our team, because we want not we couldn't be here without you guys. So it's your chance to apply for moderators. There will be more opportunities in the future, I think. Since the game the game community will continue to grow as we get closer and closer to the launch, especially with those campaigns that we plan for to extend our reach.
Beautifully said, Vadim. Beautifully said, man. I could not agree more, guys. And this is this is a big deal, man. This is a super big deal. We've had the growth is astronomical, and yeah, like Vadim said, it's only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And first and foremost, I want to thank you guys, for your patience. I know the Discord's been, especially the past 2 weeks, it's been crazy. It's literally been crazy, bro. There's been, people abusing certain things, right? With mass spamming everyone and, scam links, all that BS, blah, blah, blah. But we always make sure to ban them, get them out of here 100%. And so what I want to thank you guys too for is, first your patience, right? Your patience and you guys being so positive in the community. It's actually hilarious. Instead of you guys getting mad at when I'll say for example, the looking for a group, a lot of you saw that when people were spamming in there and all that stuff and we got rid of them. You guys weren't mad. You guys were hype. It was 50 of y'all all going crazy, going, yeah, they got him. Let's go. And that's awesome, man. And that's what we've built this community around and we love. And so, moderators, to the people that are selected, man, I'm just going to tell you guys a couple, things internally about this decision that's going to come with these moderators. First and foremost, we have well over 100 applicants, damn near at this point. So it's a lot of people. Things that we're going to be looking at, right? One, are they active in the community, right? And even if you're new to the community, you could still technically become a mod, right? You're still technically, you can be a mod. And, if you guys haven't yet, You can still apply to become a moderator, all right? But it's the end of day Friday. We're done accepting applications, all right? We're done accepting applications. But what I will say is, what we're looking for is, active members of the community, man. People that show up to the town halls, people that help people, in Discord and answer questions when, we have hundreds of new people coming in and asking how to do certain things and et cetera. Moderators that are, fun and exciting, but are professional as well, right? You want to make sure you're professional. Like, you could say memes and do funny stuff, but like, we want to make sure they're mature enough to be a mod, of course. And then, on top of that too, man, it's a big deal. Like, you guys get to work with, myself, Alice, Vadim, Alex, Eugene, Kiefer, all our other phenomenal mods too, and internal team. So, it's a huge opportunity. I know some of you guys, like, this is like a dream come true, for the chance to get in internally with Boss Fighters and ride this phenomenal wave with us. So we want to wish you all the best of luck. I'm going to be looking, myself, just so you guys know, I'll be looking super in depth too into, what the team sends me in terms of, applicants they believe are a good fit. And ultimately we're going to make the right decisions, and we're going to continue to blossom and grow our community. But, if you're not selected, don't be upset, or don't be, discouraged, because, as the community continues to grow, like we have to grow as a team, right? We have to get more moderators. We have to have, more community management engagement specialists. Like, if you guys look at the Discord, man, like, we're literally building out like the Chinese area sector too. Like, I'm sure eventually we'll get into a South American sector. We'll have, all sorts of different language sectors and community leads for all of them too. That's obviously talking way in the future, but to let you guys know, like, don't be discouraged. This is just the very beginning of something extremely special and the opportunity. So we appreciate you guys. It's awesome. It's fun. And I think we're gonna, Vadim, how about this real quick, man? Once we decide who the moderators are, how about before we notify them, how about we let them know, like, in a town hall? Like, we'll announce the new moderators in the town hall, and then we can invite them up to speak and stuff. I think that would be awesome. What do you think?
I like this idea. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it'd be fun. It'd be exciting, a little game show kind of vibe to it. It's like, because the people that win, they're going to feel like they won the lottery, man, being able to be part of the team. So I love that. Okay. You heard it here, folks. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Okay. So now we are to our next topic, our final topic. Then obviously we'll open up to some community questions, of course, if time permits. But let's talk about this. Vadim and Alex, man, big airdrop. Big airdrop news. If you guys didn't see it in the announcements, you can click the announcements tab, hop up in there. Our amazing Eugene wrote this out and launched it here. But, we're talking about a 250,000 prize pool. All right. And it's just the beginning, right? We're going to have 3 more seasons. This is the launch of season 1. And the airdrop is going to be launching 1 million BF tokens. Okay. And so we're going to share everything. We're going to tell you guys how to get involved, what exactly to do, how this works. Of course, we're going to answer any questions you guys have in regards to this airdrop, in regards to anything that has to do with the token in this aspect specifically. And we want to make sure that everyone is excited and hype, and that, any concerns are answered and validated. So, Alex, let's start with you, buddy. Give us the gist, man. Tell us about this airdrop.
Well, everything, exactly as you said. 1 million tokens will be distributed based on people activity, right? So there are some events in X Twitter, called now X, right? And for doing that, you get in tokens. You have like different tasks that you need to complete and collect points. And at the end of timeline, it will based on tokens, based on how many tokens you collected, how many points you collected, you get part of that 1 million tokens as a prize. So this is the idea of season 1, to get more engaged in social medias, and also reward active community for spreading news and spreading info about the project.
Love it, Alex. Well said.
Sorry, can I like just intersect here? So
please.
I think Alex is not like the most correct person to ask about the details about this airdrop. But what Alex can tell you about how he like meticulously calculated how this like essentially this tokens will be used in the game economy. So this is the part where Alex is like really excels, and yeah, we're working on the game economy a lot recently. So so I think what Alex can tell you that we calculated this, that although it seems like a really large number of tokens, it won't affect like according to our calculations, it won't affect hugely like any like the token price, because it's still only if we have 1 billion tokens in total, that means it's less than like it's basically 0.1% of the tokens in total. And we incorporated this this data into our economy calculations. This is what Alex was working on recently, and I must say I'm pretty happy with how everything works on the economy side. So that's why it's time to do this airdrops and start gaining more traction on social media, because it's really important to basically and let me like, if I can be like really transparent with you guys, and this is what I really value. So to get token listed on an exchange, it is a must to have certain number of followers on Twitter. So we really want you guys to help us, and for that we offer you this reward in airdrop tokens, because like unless we get to a certain amount of followers, there's not going to be a listing on a major exchange. And everyone knows what happens when the tokens get listed on a major exchange. The price goes up naturally, because there are a lot of people on this exchange buying these tokens and so on and so forth. So it sets in motion a whole series of events that is really important for the success of the project. And as I mentioned previously on the previous town hall, so we have to do this, but it's not like the only thing that we're gonna do. So it might and if you read the rules of this, we're actually gonna be monitoring all this kind of thing. We don't want bots to take all those, to gobble up all those tokens. So we'll be carefully selecting so who's actually a legit person participating in this event. But actually there will be some other things. So make sure to follow our social media. There will be some other really cool stuff somewhere like sprinkled in between those seasons, during these seasons, and you will have more opportunities to get your hands on the assets, on the tokens, and other things. So, but basically, you have to see this as a community growth tool. So we need more people in our community. We're moving forward through our roadmap. We're getting ready to release this new build. There's going to be more stuff and more events coming, but it is a necessity to have a sufficient amount of followers on Twitter, basically to even start negotiating with big exchanges. So like fully transparent.
Absolutely, man. Full transparency always and forever, for the win. For the win, folks. For the win. That's what it's all about, folks. Alex, yes.
Yeah, one important thing to mention, 1 million out of 1 billion tokens may not sound that much, but keep in mind that first, it's only the first of many airdrops, and second, 1 billion tokens not going to be unlocked at the release, but it will be unlocked gradually with evolving the project over many years. So 1 million
exactly.
is actually more than you expect. Yeah.
Big stuff, folks. Big stuff. So again, everyone asking and everyone wondering, I want you guys to know, like, this is something we've all thought about, right? Like, we want to make sure it does not have a negative impact in the economy, right? And overall, what this will do is this will help the economy continue to blossom and grow, right? Because it's going to get us to those large exchanges. And then two, we're going to have safeguards, of course, like Vadim said, implemented. We're aware of people try to abuse systems. We're aware of bots. We're aware of all that jazz. We're going to do everything in our power to reduce and eliminate as much of that as possible, right? Like maybe, something might happen here or there, but like it'll never be big. It'll never be big at all. And the moment we catch it, we're going to deal with it accordingly and make sure everything's always, completely trustworthy on our part. and to reward our active community members the most. Okay, so super pumped, super exciting. And have we shared the link yet? Are we sharing the link yet? Have we shared the link yet? Is it in the announcements? I gotta look.
I think it is. I think it is. So you just go to you can get there 2 ways. So just go to the announcement, and there's like Twitter, Boss Fighters X account. But the better thing is go to our website, and you will find up there an airdrop. Let me just quickly check it if everything works, because I checked it like. Okay.
Yeah, I'm on it. Airdrop.bossfighters.game. I'm on it.
Yeah. So this one.
Yep.
Yeah. Basically, go read the rules. There are a lot of like different things, how these points are calculated, and maybe we can talk about this right now, because I have this document in front of me, and maybe you can explain a little bit about this, Rain, for the folks in the community.
Yeah, no, for sure. Just like on the point system and everything, right? Like how this works as a whole.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, perfect. Okay, guys. So super simple. Okay. So I think the best way, let's do this. Actually, I'm gonna share my screen here. And that way you guys can follow along with me here. All right, I got your backs. All right, can everyone see? I'm gonna take that as a yes. I'm gonna give like 5 seconds of awkward silence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, boom. You go here. Airdrop.bossfighters.game. Okay? Super easy peasy. Link down here below. When you go to this originally, it's not going to look like this. It's going to have the Twitter logo, so X, and then you just click it, and then it'll take you to a Twitter prompt where then you authorize, right? Basically, you're giving it access to, validate that you're actually doing the things correctly in order to redeem the rewards. So the way it works is super simple, right? Boss Fighters post engagements, likes, right? 20 BF, quotes, 70 BF, all right? Repost, 50 BF, okay? Super easy, and it updates in real time. And then we're rewarding, though. This is the really cool part, is we're rewarding the most for you guys creating content, okay? Creating content and sending it to us, right? And posting it on X. So tag Boss Fighters, tag our Twitter account, whatever it is. And then if you get 50 likes, you're going to get 80 BF. You get 5 quote tweets, you're going to get 30 BF. You're going to have 5 reposts, you get 30 BF. You're going to have 5 replies, 30 BF. Over 1,000 views, 70 BF. So it's awesome. It's incredible. It's super easy for you guys to do. And again, I know what people are thinking, like, okay, but what if people bot stuff? What if they try to get bots involved in everything? That's why it's updated every 24 hours, is because, if something does come across this, especially with these, obviously it's going to be tagging the main account. So our main account will be able to see all these posts, of course. And so we'll be able to validate, of course, if it is authentic or inauthentic. And so we're going to make sure, Slingo goes, need more quests, although already done. Hey, I love to hear that, man. I love to hear that. This is season 1. We got 28 days. 28 days. A lot's going to be going down. But it's that easy. It's super simple. Any questions whatsoever, ask us in general, and, ask us in our Discord, of course. But basically, again, it's a win-win for us. We need to grow on X. Full transparency, we need to grow on X, right? The more we grow on X, the more possibilities and things we're going to be able to bring into fruition that we have planned out. And the more rewards we're going to be able to give you guys too. So rewarding you guys for basically just being active members of our community now on X, okay, which is Twitter. Does that make sense? What means quotes? Okay, I'll show you a quote tweet. So this is a great example. So I'm going to undo repost, undo like. We're going to do all this as a whole, okay? We're going to work together here. You guys, is it still on this? Yes, it is. Okay, so look, boom, easy peasy. I'm here. What do I need to do? I need to like it, okay? I'm going to like it. Boom, I just got points. I need to repost it. Boom, I reposted it. Now, I'm going to quote it. Boom, quote it. This is absolutely incredible. I am beyond, God, no one judge my typing. I'm beyond excited for the future, oh my God, of this project. I am so happy to be a part of something so special and someone give me a good word here. So special and game changing. Yup, game changing in the Web3 gaming industry. And then we'll throw a little pizzazz on there, man. Give me like let's do a fist bump. Boom, 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 boom. So now I've done all three. It takes 24 hours, but I got the like, I got the quote, I got the repost on it. And then I'm going to make another post, right? I'm going to make another post. I'm going to tag Boss Fighters X. So if you don't know how to do that, I'll do that real quick. But just obviously I want to make sure this gets some good stuff, right? So like I'd go like, holy cow, at Boss Fighters X. This clip I hit from the last play test was insane. Boom. Then I insert the clip, bing, bada, boom. Obviously, you can do whatever you want. You could be like, I love Boss Fighters. What they're doing with this, with their tokenomic system is looking incredible. This is awesome. I love, or you can even do you can do a write-up, right? You can be like Boss Fighters, the way that they're bridging the gap between Web 2 and Web 3, and their partnership with OpenLoot and giving VR players the best, Web 3 VR experience there is awesome. It can be whatever you guys want, but it's that simple. It's that easy. It's awesome. It's going to help us and it's going to help you guys out a ton because then these BF, so this is, Vadim, just to clarify, these are not BF tokens. This is just a BF currency for this that can be redeemed in
right.
Okay.
These are just points. The more points you collect, the bigger you're basically the pie you get.
Good. And so it's that easy, guys. It's that easy, super fun, super simple. So I'm gonna be lurking. I'm gonna be lurking heavily. I'm gonna tell everyone right now, okay? And you know what? I'm gonna say this. If you want to be a moderator for Boss Fighters, this is not, you don't have to do, it's not a requirement. But I'm gonna tell you, it would make some really good brownie points if you did all of this stuff before the submissions end, by the end of day Friday. And so you don't forget, I highly recommend you do it now. You do it right now, right after this town hall. I highly recommend you do all three of these things, or I guess these two things, and then all these things in there. I'm going to be looking for them. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see your guys' context and what you guys do. I'm not eating a brownie. I'm not eating anything. I had a protein bar. I had one bite of a protein. Oh, you're eating a brownie. Okay, I'm sorry. I got amped up. All right, but we're good. Oh, brownie points. I get it. Okay, that makes sense. Perfect. All right. So, Vadim, that covers that. Does that cover that? Does that feel good? Everyone feel good about a community? Type yes or no. Let me know. We're going to answer some. We got a lot of time left, so we're going to answer questions you guys have about this airdrop. So if anyone has questions, feel free to ask now. If you want to come up here, request, we'll pull you up here. Yes. Oh, sci-fi side. Good. Okay, question. Vadim, Alex, you guys ready? We got questions running hot.
Go for it.
Okay, here we go. This one comes from Merlin. Question. This is verbatim. I'm reading it. Also, how do we get points if we interact with our DAO page? We get these coins. We post a lot of good things here explaining in-game features as well as economy. I can answer that too if you want, Vadim.
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So Merlin, super simple, man. So what you're going to be able to do, bro, is honestly, you're going to be able to, double dip because you have two legitimate accounts, right? You have your account and you have your DAO account. So basically, just make sure that this Twitter account, the Alchemist account, right here, I'll even promote it. Why the hell not? We're already here. We're doing this, okay? So you're going to make sure this account is connected through the Boss Fighters airdrop, all right? And then through the Boss Fighters airdrop, you'll get all the rewards. Same thing as you would in the regular airdrop through the Alchemist account. So all the awesome stuff you guys post like this would get you points, right? BFT token talking about this. If you tag Boss Fighters here, that gets you points, right? All that awesome stuff that you guys do, your content clips and everything, you're going to get points automatically for doing that. What I would recommend though too is, you can even set up like an internal challenge with your community members. That's what I would do is like say, whoever tags Boss Fighters and the Alchemist DAO and does, post an awesome clip of Boss Fighters on X or, talks about what they're most excited about on Boss Fighters, etc. You could be like, all right, whoever has the most points, within season 1 gets this reward or something, right? Just fun little creative stuff like that. But yes, your DAO will be able to be rewarded because the way that we have this built out, you can just integrate the X account with this right here. So super easy, Straight up, super simple. Awesome. Okay. Oh, we got a lot of questions. Okay. Are we ready? Are we ready for the next questions, Vadim and Alex? We got a lot rolling in. They're coming in.
Yeah, I can see them. A lot of questions.
Okay. Question 1. The closed build, so this new build, right? If they get into the pre-build test, it's not streamable, correct?
That's a very good question. So I think in this early pre-test, I think it's not going to be a good idea to stream it because it's probably going to have a lot of it might have a lot of issues. I certainly don't expect them to be there, but they might be. This is what tests are all about, to catch all the bugs and see how we can improve it. But what I can say is it's not going to be a long time after this closed test when we transition to like sort of the open version for everyone.
Perfect. Then the follow-up question is, will it be a certain time slots, like pass play times, or will it just be open the entire time while it's running? For the pre-build test, Vadim, you're muted, by the way. I don't know if you...
Yeah, so I think for the pre-build test, we'll open up several windows, and we're gonna communicate this and probably figure out some time slots together with all the community members that are going to participate in this test. So it's still gonna be because and spoiler alert, there's gonna be only like I think one server at this time for this pre-build test. So and I think it's location somewhere in the US. So it might be like some kind of like pin sensitive. So we're gonna select community members so you don't have like huge pin. And we're testing here in Europe, and it works perfectly without any lag. This is also part of the testing that we want to do. So what kind of pin we can afford? So we're gonna pick people from different locations to try this, and we're gonna set certain time slots when this will be available.
Perfect, Vadim. Thank you for that. And yes, everyone who has their hand raised for question 2, I'm going to bring you guys up at the end. You guys obviously are going to get really good preferences because you're going to be able to ask whatever questions you want. They're going to be answered in real time, of course. Okay. Let's see. Hope Winchester says, "What if we tag boss fighters to the quote?" That's a good question. I think honestly, try it out and see if it works. See if it counts as 2. It might not. I don't know. But I mean, we're not going to stop you. There's nothing wrong with that. The more publicity for boss fighters, the better. So we're all for it. Obviously, you're limited at the amount of points you can earn at a time. So we got you covered. No worries. So everything's good. Okay. Big question. This one comes from, I answered this a bit, but if we want to go really in depth, Vadim, how do we plan to counter bots from, obviously abusing the system?
That's a good question. So we basically we see all the activities, and we can check what kind of accounts. So we know like if this accounts like have like 2 or 3 followers and they're created just recently, so we can track this information. So like we have this API access to the X, and there are ways to check this information. Obviously, it's not possible to fend off all the bots, but hopefully we can get rid of most of them. And there's going to be also some kind of manual process of checking. So this is probably like part of the job for the moderators. Yeah, but it's really important for us to keep it fair. So we have some technical systems in place to control to limit bot abuse, but also there will probably be some kind of manual check before we start distributing this tokens. And I saw the question about like what about if our X email is different from the OpenLoop email? So I think the way it works is once we announce winners, we're going to collect your OpenLoop emails because probably the tokens will be deposited directly onto your OpenLoop accounts. At least the plan is to do this way right now. Maybe it's going to change in the future. Maybe we're just going to collect your wallets, like the hot wallets, some kind of not OpenLoop wallets, but no guarantee there. But once we select the winners of this season 1, like all the people who will get the tokens based on the points they collected, we're gonna contact you, like you register an account on OpenLoot, so we get access to your information, and we not only can drop tokens or even assets there. So keep in mind what I said before. During this season, there will be more events where you will be able to get not only tokens but something else.
Amazing, Vadim. That's awesome. Drogo, I'm gonna answer this one. So Drogo asks, so X token farmers will farm it too, even if they didn't post a clip. So Drogo, that's a great point, a great question. But you got to remember that the whole premise of this is to, build our community and grow our community. So, if they're posting, if they've gone through everything, they joined the community, now they've signed up, they have a Boss Fighters account, they signed up for the airdrop, and they're interacting, and they're doing the right things to claim the points. 100% they can claim the points. But obviously, like if they're just posting, content that isn't real content, like you can't just tag Boss Fighters and put like lit, or like 3 emojis, right? Or just, to put it bluntly, just try to bullshit it. We're gonna see that, and that's not gonna work. So anyone who's not in the community, right, that's posting stuff that is adequate, that is awesome, that is in some way, shape, or form tangible, or provides that they actually put some effort into whatever they're posting, they'll be rewarded. And in return, they're becoming an active member of our community, which is the whole goal of this, right? Is to reward you guys as well as continue to grow our community. So no worries on that. We got your back. We're going to be, especially the mods, I'm going to work with them a lot in this too. It's going to be very rigorous. Like we're going to make sure that there is as little botting or malicious, content whatsoever out there, to make sure this is a positive experience for everyone in. Jay Amazum. Love your name. I got it right too. I bet I got it right. I love this idea. I think you should do it. I think it would go, get a ton of views. But their idea is they want to dress up as a boss walking around tourist attractions in Brazil. They want to walk around Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio de Janeiro. They want to walk along Avenida Bolicita in San Pablo. And they want to film it and make it available for the community to share on social media. Jay Amazon, I think you should do it. We'll 100% repost it and show it love, bro. That would be incredible. I love that. Okay, Vadim. This one now coming in hot comes from Sci-Fi High. Where did it go? Okay, Sci-Fi wants to know, when can we expect airdrops for holding our NFTs?
So all the airdrops will happen probably a few weeks before like the major listing of the token on exchanges. So first we need to do the token generation event. And I can explain like shortly how this works in the crypto space. So first we generate the tokens. Then we need to distribute some tokens to the partners, like the market makers, the exchanges, and other important partners that we need to launch everything. And then before listing on any exchange, we're gonna do the airdrops, and then probably the listing will happen and the trading will open. So that is the general process how it works.
Perfect. Simple, straight to the point. I love it. Okay, someone asked, this is a good point. This one comes from Fahad Ali. Their statement is, we are not influencers, sir. Like, we do not have lots of followers in our Twitter. So how much airdrops compare for us to influencers? And so this is a great point and a great question. If you look at the total point system, right? Let's say, the engagements aren't, too crazy, right? 5 replies, anyone can do that. 5 reposts, anyone can do that. 5 quotes, anyone can do that. 50 likes, that's where, it has to be really good content. It's hit the algorithm. 1,000 views, you can get that with hashtags and promoting the video internally, on multiple avenues, through X, right? So if you just do the like if you just like Boss Fighters content, you get 20. If you do a quote on it, you get 70. If you do a repost, you get 50. So right there, that's 140 BF points, all right, as compared to the influencer, right? The max, the influencer, we're going to call it, we're going to say the only difference would be, I would just say the 80, I guess, to be nice, the 72 for the 1,000 views, so 80 for 50 likes, 70 for 1,000 views, that's about 150. So it's only a 10-point difference, from the original engagement metrics for you just engaging with Boss Fighter's original post. right? And then there's 90 that could be shared if you're not a quote unquote influencer for getting 5 quotes. So 30 BF for 5 quotes, 30 BF for 5 reposts, 30 BF for 5 replies. So really, there's only a 10-point difference in total. Okay. So like, and an advantage is fair in the sense of, you know, influencers have earned, right? They've earned their brand, right? They have built up their community from the ground up. And, you know, we'd be lying and we'd be arrogant to not want to reward influencers for wanting to share our project with their communities and to reap more rewards. So the way we built this out is we want to make sure that everyone has an opportunity to be rewarded. People that want to go above and beyond and go the extra mile and put in a lot more effort, they have an opportunity to get, you know, even more rewards as well. So we got your backs, we got you covered. This is lit, this is hype, and you know, we appreciate and support each and every single one of you guys. Okay. We've had a lot of questions. If I miss any questions, let me know, guys. I do want to pull up some people though for some questions up here. So Gazawi, I'm going to pull you up here, Gazawi. I know you had some questions. You were waiting. I do have a hard stop at the end of the hour, guys, so I got to let you know. So we're going to try to wrap this up as quick as possible, too. But overall, it's been a phenomenal space thus far. Gazawi, what are your questions, bro? Take it away. Happy to have you here, bro. Woo! What's going on, Goat?
Hello. Happy to be here. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, loud and clear, brother. Perfect.
Sorry,
yes.
I'm on my phone today. That's why we're celebrating Eid. So I'm not home at the moment to be on PC.
No worries. No worries.
I wanted to ask, so recently Big Time had like some exploit issues, especially with redeeming the NFTs off chain and like moving them between multi accounts. And they recently enforced an idea where their version of like the badges or like the hourglasses now lose charges as you export them from your account. Will Boss Fighters have a similar situation? So in this case, will we lose charges on badges?
Hey, that's a really interesting question. I honestly don't know how to answer it right now because it probably requires some technical knowledge how it works. But from my understanding, so like the charge on the badge is in-game data. So let's say it is the in-game data. We know like what kind of badge it is. So looking at its metadata, like it's rare or epic or like unique, transcendent. But the charge is in-game data, and once you, so I probably get what he's saying. So, and this is definitely a technical thing. Maybe it's happening just because they don't have the like enough engineering resources, and maybe they're just not putting this in front of the engineering team to solve this issue. But once you like withdraw the asset from the open loop marketplace, you technically lose track of it in the game, and like you have to keep some kind of a like data about this in the database. So I don't know how to like actually answer this question correctly, but this is a very good point you brought up. We're gonna think about this. So how to like make it so we don't upset our players.
So to add to it, Vadim, the way they did it is to combat people that were abusing an EXP bug on the utility, which is in our case is the showrunner contract. People would like transfer utilities, charge up their badges, either transfer them to friends or like other farmers, and exploit the economy. That's why I'm asking. I'm worried about the economy.
Yeah. I get the point. So because there is no direct transfer between OpenLoot accounts, because they basically like OpenLoot charges like some fees for trading, and this is how they make money as the OpenLoot platform. That's why probably they like remove the charges from the items when you withdraw them, because you can withdraw them, then you can transfer it as an NFT to any other wallet, and then import back into the ecosystem. But then you again need to charge it back. So I guess this is how it works. And yeah, I think this is how they combat this way of transferring them outside of their control.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good point to think about. Yeah, thank you for bringing this up. very, very interesting thing to think about.
I'm just worried. I want to so I want boss fighters to at least combat like the exploiters or the farmers right before the economy comes out. So basically the economy comes out booming.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. That's super important, and for that reason, we actually plan to do like the initial economy test with probably some kind of proxy tokens before the full launch of the economy. So we need to really figure out what works, what doesn't work, what kind of exploits there are. So there's going to be another test period for the economy specifically, where hopefully we can find a lot of these edge cases.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your question.
Well done, Gazawi. Well done. Well done. Okay. We're gonna bring up Meta Sander too, Vadim. So I just want to let you guys know, guys. I'm here, love the community, riding out, man. I have a hard stop. I have a big thing. I'm doing with my mom, here in a minute, and Mama Rain, got to take care of her. Love her to death. Got to make sure she's good. As well as some other stuff I got going on too. So I'm gonna need to head out, which is okay. You're in good hands with Alex and Vadim. Vadim, is that okay? Are you gonna be good?
I'm gonna be good. No worries.
I know. We've set you up. We set you up nicely. All right, Metasander, take it away, brother. Take it away, brother.
All right.
Appreciate you.
How you guys doing?
Live.
Take care.
I can hear you.
All right. How you guys doing? All good?
All good, all good.
All right. So I have a question concerning the Twitter airdrop. Is there going to be like two separate airdrops when it comes to boss fighters, like one for open loot and one for like the X events? Or there's only going to be one, like the Twitter one?
So good question. I actually saw a few questions above in the chat about the YouTube and TikTok content creators. We definitely want to reward these people as well. But right now, as I mentioned to you, we really need to amass Twitter followers to kickstart to set in motion some business processes that we need to set in motion to get this whole thing going with the token release and all these things. So although right now we're starting with the X campaign, they're going to be more airdrops. So there will be probably going to be not only airdrops, but actually it's going to be like a few sales on OpenLoot in the coming months. Because as I mentioned before, we need to distribute a certain amount of assets to kickstart the economy. And this is one way of doing it.
And is there going to be any IDO for the token or like public sale, private sales and all that?
So we already did some private sales like back then, almost 2 years ago. And like the current tokenomics that we have, like we actually don't want to sell any more tokens because we really want to protect the price of the token. And like another thing I can say that there is no like any big VC holding any tokens. It's all like community based. That also is really great for us. So like the whole like the thinking here is we want to protect the price of the token because the economy model doesn't rely on the selling of tokens at all. It all like similar to big time basically. And we utilize the token like to funnel the economy, and we can enhance the economy in multiple ways. We think like in some ways it's even better than big time. So like we're making this next iteration, so let's see how it works. Obviously, we want to improve it even further. But yeah, at least as of now, we don't have any plans to sell any tokens. So only airdrops.
That's good. Okay, one last question. When Gazawi asked his questions, you mentioned there's going to be like a testing phase, basically, for the economy of the game. For the testing phase, like, are we going to have like some kind of like signups, like for people, like community members, to actually test the economy of the game? Or how?
Sort of. Yeah, sort of. But I think like the best chance to get this in this economy test is to own our digital assets. So because they unlock the key to the economy, it's naturally to test the game when you have these assets.
All right. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for your questions. Thank you.
All right. Take care. Bye.
Okay. So it's really strange to finish up this town hall without rain, but feel free to drop your questions in a general chat. I'm Alex will or Rain will answer those questions. So yeah, and I can tell like this this super cool phrase that Rain always tells at the end of every town hall. So let me try. So if you're boss, keep on bossing. If you're fighter, keep on fighting. And peace.